Peace. This is DJ SciPreme. A lot of you science, you may know me from different names, Science Omega. I had somebody ask me about the modification that I did to my MPC 2000 XL. It's not really some big new thing, you know what I mean? I got this knowledge from somebody, from, doing some research and things like that. And what I learned was, when I wanted to switch from the zip drive that was internal, I wanted to get something that was more up to date, something with some storage that's easier to find, preferably something I could just find at a store, buy, go home, start using it. And I ended up with a drive that allows me to use SD cards. So I had somebody ask me, what I did for the modification. Well, basically, there's a SCSI, a 50-pin internal SCSI multi-card reader that I found. It's now that's kind of old. Like it wasn't cheap when I bought it, but it is SCSI. It's got that nice fast storage, especially for a drum machine that was produced in 1999. So I took the old zip drive out. Inside there's the SCSI port. So basically, there's a ribbon running from here to where the SCSI is, and there's a modification I did for the power as well. Essentially, it wasn't really no serious modification. I just bought the part. It was an adapter cable. So then it goes from floppy to Molex. So I got that hooked up. These don't exactly read perfectly without these what is it, PCM CIA adapters. So what I did, when I found out that just simply putting the SD card right, or the CF or the compact flash card right in a device that I needed to get the PCM CIA adapter. This one I use for my SD cards, and then this one I'm using for my compact flash cards. And essentially that makes it where I can use all of my data, and I just put the entire thing inside of the multi-card reader, and it allows me to save up to 16 gigabytes worth of stuff, so long as I'm using the operating system 1.114. And if you can't, I don't know if you can see all the different partitions, but there's actually,
I have to let it focus.
There's 16 of them, 1 gigabyte a piece, as the MPC 2000 won't read anything that is larger than 1 gigabyte in capacity. So I just simply partitioned it into 16 different parts, 16 gigs, 16 one-part partitions. Anywho, I mean, so basically there's 16 on this SD card. There's 16 different partitions, 1 gig a piece, and on some of these you might be able to see that I have beats saved. So essentially, what that allowed me to do is to have all of the storage space, and to be able to load and save to the maximum capacity that my MPC will hold, which is better for workflow, which is the reason why I even did the modification in the first place. And it loads much faster too. It loads way faster. Like I have on this file that I'm loading, it's approximately 30 megabytes. It would take forever, even with a zip, at least in my opinion. But when you use the SD card, it's much faster. And you can even see down here how quickly this thing is thinking, as it loads all of the data. And I like it. It looks cool, little lights flashing and carrying on. Before I even got that, I had this cheaper alternative, but it's not hot swappable, and it was only CF, only compact flash. That hooks up through IDE, and you got like the little floppy for power. That's a cheaper alternative. That's a different video. But this is a cheaper alternative, only 25 bucks plus whatever you're going to pay for the cables. But yeah, this is my modification, and it saves me a lot of time, and it makes the beat making process for me a lot more fun than it has been in the past. Technology is good, you know. I still like the old school gear though. All right, peace.